It is truly an honor for Priyadarshini Academy to have the eminent scientist, Dr. R.A. Mashelkar, as the chairperson of its Global Awards Committee. He has received over 50 awards nationally and internationally, including the Padma Vibhushan. He has hundreds of research publications and 28 patents to his credit. He has been bestowed with honorary doctorates from 38 international universities, and he serves on 12 high-powered government committees and also on the boards of India's leading companies. I've been introducing him every event, and every event this number goes up. The number of doctorates, the number of awards, it just keeps increasing. He is a fellow of the Royal Society, the topmost honor reserved for the world's path-breaking scientists. As a poor boy who studied under streetlights, his achievements are truly remarkable. Please put your hands together for one of India's finest minds, Dr. R.A. Mashelkar.
Thank you very much. Honorable Chief Guest of today's function, most respected Shri Nitin Gadkari ji, our guest of honor, our very beloved Shri Piyush Goyal ji, the living spirit behind the Priyadarshini Academy, the very soul of the Academy, this very soul of this evening, Shri Nanik Rupani, our dynamic, visionary Chairman Dr. Niranjan Hirandani, the stars of this evening. We have lighted this entire auditorium, the proud awardees on the dais, distinguished personalities on the dais, ladies and gentlemen. Let me extend a very warm welcome to you all on this glittering evening, an evening of great celebration of great achievers. You have been applauding around the first few minutes. I want to demand two more applauses. One is to our chief guest, Shri Nitin Gadkari ji and Piyush Goyal ji, and I'll tell you the reason. I'm very fond of saying there is no limit to human endurance, there is no limit to human achievement, there is no limit to human imagination, excepting the limits that you put on yourself. There are two leaders here on our dais. India is very fortunate to have them. We have had this limitless journey. There are no limits to what they can achieve. They have made impossible possible. So ladies and gentlemen, may I request you to give a thunderous applause to them. And the second applause is, of course, to our awardees. I know that each one of them, you'll be giving a big clap, but can we give a collective thunderous applause for all of them? This is the 34th anniversary of our Global Awards event. It has been my proud privilege to have been associated with these awards, first as an awardee myself, and now as a proud chairman of our great jury for close to a decade now. By honoring the awardees, we are honoring ourselves, to be honest. Why? Because each of these awardees is an icon, is an exemplar, is a lighthouse who shows us the light, the way in times of turbulence, in times of uncertainty, in times of darkness. Each one of them has been not only a pathfinder, they have been path breakers, they have been game changers, and changing the game to create a better world. You will see here that they have dedicated their lives, some of them to the underprivileged children through education. Some of them have dedicated their lives to improve the livelihood of the rural poor. Some of them on promotion of peace, crisis management, promotion of human rights, and some of them are eternal gurus of gurus among the awardees who have taught us not only how to combine world-class excellence with relevance, but with very high values. Ladies and gentlemen, my strength as well as weakness is that I'm a scientist. And scientists always measure. Scientists always are quantitative. Like we can measure IQ and put a number. But you know, on empathy you can't put a number. On ethics you cannot put a number. On courage you can't put a number. On emotional intelligence you can't put a number. But supposing we were able to put a number, and you have to say, as we speak, in the whole globe now, where is the congregation per square foot, the highest congregation of empathy, of ethics, of compassion, of selfless dedication, of courage, not only that of conviction, but of going to Naxalite areas and doing social good, of giving, of compassionate leadership of Himalayan heights. I would say, ladies and gentlemen, it is this dais today in this regal room. So I want to thank you all, the awardees, for doing us the honor by accepting the honor that we are giving you, and also for being what you are and for having done what you have done. Thank you very much.